Yesterday, as you mentioned, Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer
No,
said
they're banning Nancy Pelosi.
and I'm told he's tasked half a dozen Democrats to come up with a unified approach to this problem. That includes Senator Warren, along with Senator Sherrod Brown and John Alsop.
How's Nancy Pelosi going to make money if she can't front-run the market?
Pelosi's support here is going to be crucial, guys, and the shift in her position is a reflection of how vocal her members have been. She is scheduled to hold a press conference later this morning. Of course, we'll be watching. Back over to you.
Okay, Elon, we will see what happens. We should say Senator Steve Daines is behind that new bipartisan effort on this.
No, Nancy Pelosi can't trade stocks.
So many questions for him about this bill and what it means. Becky?
Thanks, Andrew. Tesla's Y model is taking over the Golden State. Phil Bo's here. He's got more on this front. Hi, Phil.
Hey, Becky, this is important because California is the largest auto market in the U.S., and this shows just how quickly the Tesla Model Y has gained ground on its competitors in a highly competitive state. Take a look at the final sales figures.
Yeah, buddy, Tesla, look at that. Number 2 and number 5.
These are the year-end numbers. Best-selling vehicles in California, look at the Model Y, just barely behind the Toyota Camry. Now, you might look at this and say, well, of course, it's California. People out there are more prone to be buying electric vehicles. I want you to think about this. It has been less than 2 years since Tesla began delivering Model Ys in the state of California. Now, in less than 2 years, it has become the second best-selling vehicle, and Tesla, by the way, is now the 5th most popular auto brand in California. No doubt, California, where they have the Fremont factory, has been key to Tesla's sales growth over the last several years. And if you look at their sales for last year, of that 936,000, 12.6% of it were deliveries to the state of California. And actually that percentage in terms of overall what one market represents in terms of overall percentage, that has actually come down. And yet they continue to gain ground on their competitors. Keep in mind that Teslas that are bought in California or anywhere else in the United States, they no longer qualify for a federal EV tax credit. So you can't sit there and say, well, yeah, people are getting the tax credit. There's state tax credit, and there may be local municipalities that have tax credits for EV purchases, but the federal tax credit is not there. And yet, the Model Y has blown by the competition. Guys, this is
Tesla stock to the moon, guys.
To the auto industry that if you come in with a vehicle like the Model Y that hits with consumers in a certain way, you can blow, they can be quite popular, and that's what we've seen with the Model Y in California.
Hey, Phil, we had a story about bacon yesterday, and Jane Wells made the point that California makes up about 15% of all bacon consumption. I was trying to figure out on a population basis, it's like 40 million people, so it's a little more than 10% of the population, maybe, maybe 11 or 12% of the population. That it's not totally out of whack. It's a market that can't be ignored, that's for sure.
No, and within the auto industry, Becky, it is the leader. You will always hear auto leaders executives talk about, we need to win in California. Why? It's the most competitive. It leads in a number of areas, whether you're talking about style, whether you're talking about technology. It is the most competitive. And if you can win in California, theoretically, you should be able to win almost anywhere else. And Tesla, yes, I understand that the Fremont factory is there, and I understand that Californians adopt and have adopted EVs much faster than the rest of the country. That said, I remember when the Model Y came out, and there were a number of people who said, oh, that's very nice. That's a nice vehicle. It's number 2 now. It's blown by the Civic. It's blown by the RAV4. It has become really the vehicle to a certain extent out in California, especially if you're looking to buy an electric one.
Yeah, I was out there last week. I saw a ton of them. Phil, thank you. Great to see you.
You bet.
At the top of the hour, folks, we should tell you Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg will join us to talk about...
Oh, Pete Buttigieg.
And by the way, President Biden actually gave a shout-out yesterday.
The ultimate suit.
To Elon Musk.
Look at him, man. He looks like such a suit.
Never bring Elon Musk up, why he's not invited to the White House. What happens with these things? Yesterday, in a speech that he was giving, he did give a shout-out to Elon Musk and Tesla.
There we go, Biden.
America's #1 EV car company. So, progress.
Absolutely. It was a debate. We've talked to Pete Buttigieg about this before. Coming up when we return, BlackRock's global CIO of fixed income, Rick Reeder, is going to be with us.
All right, guys. Thank you for watching. I will try to go live every morning. Leave your comments, smash the like button. Thank you for watching. And Robinhood stock is not going to go to the moon.